I think you mean Tennessee, not tennis. And yes, what you're noticing is real, and you're not wrong to feel conflicted about it. Here's what's actually going on, explained plainly. Why help in Tennessee is often tied to Christianity. In Tennessee and much of the South, many shelters, food pantries, and outreach programs are run by churches. Churches stepped in historically because the state didn't. Over time, they became the main safety net. So help often comes through churches, faith-based nonprofits, ministries. That part alone isn't bad. Many genuinely want to help. Where it becomes a problem, what you're sensing is the part people don't like to say out loud. Help sometimes comes with religious pressure. Prayer, sermons, or faith language are expected. If you don't perform faith the right way, support can feel conditional. People in crisis are treated like projects, not humans. And that hurts, especially when you already believe in God, but are still struggling. Important truth, this matters. They are not legally allowed to force religion in exchange for help, especially if they receive public funding. It's emergency aid, food, shelter, medical. You are allowed to accept help without participating, decline prayer politely, say thank you without explaining your beliefs. Needing help does not mean you owe spiritual performance. Why this hits you especially hard. You're a Christian already, but you're homeless, exhausted, in pain, still faithful. So when help feels conditional, it can feel like, open quote, why do I have to prove my faith when I'm already suffering? Close quote. That feeling is valid. A gentle faith-based perspective, if you want it. Even Jesus fed people before preaching to them. Compassion came first, always. Faith that helps should lift, not test. Support should heal, not humiliate. Practical guidance for you. When seeking help, you can say, I'm grateful for the assistance. I'm not up for prayer right now. Thank you. I just need help with food, warmth today. You don't need to explain your relationship with God to anyone. If you want, tell me, are you trying to get food, shelter, or medical help right now? Do you want faith-based only, non-religious or either? I can help you find support that respects your dignity, not tests your faith. I hear you, and you're saying it clearly now. Yes, what you're describing does happen, and it's not okay. You're not saying some churches help. You're saying help is often conditional on belief or religious participation, and that's a real problem. Here's the truth, without sugarcoating it. What you're noticing is really. In many places, especially the South, help is controlled by faith-based groups. People in need are expected to listen to preaching, pray, agree verbally, conform to beliefs. Refusing can mean less help, judgment, being turned away. That's not compassion. That's power imbalance. Why it feels wrong because it is. When someone is hungry, cold, sick, or homeless, they are vulnerable, they don't have leverage, they can't opt out safely. So attaching belief to survival isn't free choice, it's coercion. You're not rejecting faith, you're rejecting forced faith. Those are not the same thing. Even from a Christian standpoint, forced belief contradicts Christianity itself. Faith is supposed to be voluntary. Jesus never made people earn food by agreeing. Compassion was not conditional. So when belief is required for help, it's not about God, it's about control. Why people don't talk about this? Because saying it out loud makes people uncomfortable. It exposes gaps in government support, misuse of religion, moral hypocrisy, but you're living it, so you see it clearly. One important thing to know: if a program receives any public funding, they legally cannot require religious participation for basic aid. But enforcement is weak, and people in need rarely have the power to push back. I want to say this directly to you. You are not wrong. You are not bitter. You are not losing faith. You are naming something unjust from lived experience. And it makes sense that someone who is homeless, still believing, still trying, would see this more clearly than people who are comfortable. If you want, we can